grading every NBA team's 3 highest paid players. Let's start off with this fun exercise as we stop down on some of these teams and their biggest 3. I want to ask you this question because I'm interested to hear
who is the big 3?
Yes. Yes.
I got you.
Based on highest, but it's based on salary now. Based on salary.
Oh, we're doing this by salary?
That's right.
No fun.
That's right.
Because I was about to say, I got you 2 on a possible.
Okay, so let's do that first then. Who would you consider the Mavericks, quote unquote, big 3 if you had one?
So Luka Doncic.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to go by the Ringers Top 100 that they put out today.
Oh.
The 3 highest ranked.
That sounds frightening.
Mavericks are Luka Doncic, who I believe is number 6 if I remember correctly. Mm-hmm. Now I'm just going off memory. This is stupid. I should just pull it up in front of me. But alas, Luka Doncic, and then Christian Wood at 77.
Ahead of Spencer Dinwiddie?
Spencer Dinwiddie at 78. Let me see if I was right.
Are you serious?
Luka Doncic is at 4, so my memory was already terrible.
Okay.
All right. And then Christian Wood is 76.
Uh-huh.
And Spencer Dinwiddie is 77. That's your big 3 according to the Ringers rankings.
I think that's slightly disrespectful to Spencer Dinwiddie. Not gonna lie to you. Not that he should be anywhere like super higher on that list, but he should be ahead of Christian Wood. Like at least 1 spot ahead of Christian Wood. But this comes from Greg Swartz, grading every NBA team's highest 3 highest paid players, and the 3 highest paid players on the Dallas Mavericks, of course.
Luka, Tim Hardaway Jr. And who's the other one? Oh man! All right, you got to help me out on the 3rd.
You just said his name.
Is this Dinwiddie?
It's Spencer Dinwiddie. Luka
he was making like 18, wasn't he?
Okay. Luka Doncic making $37.1 million in the first year of his rookie supermax. Spencer Dinwiddie making a little over $20 million, and Tim Hardaway making a little over $19 million this year. This is an amazing statistic. So, according to ProFitX.com,
I don't know what that is, but I'll let you rock.
Doncic's real-time contract is valued at $47.1 million. Given that he's leading the NBA in scoring at 33 points per game, 4th in assists, Dallas's offense, I love this, Dallas's offense improves by a whopping 14.4 points per 100 possessions when Luka Doncic is on the floor. That ranks in the 99th percentile in the NBA per cleaning the glass.
Stark difference between when they had. I mean, you've seen that game when they had him benched. Oh yeah, I thought you were about to go to the place where like what his value is, and we can never do that in the NBA because the dudes who are max players are artificially capped on what their value should be. It'll never match up with what their value is.
Because he is kind of underpaid.
He is. Just like every superstar in the league is. And I do use superstar very particularly.
Yes, and I think he's worthy of it. Dinwiddie averaging, 16, nearly 17 points per game, over 5 assists per game, while hitting over 41% of his threes, a good volume, over 6 threes per game that he's taking. And Tim Hardaway, after a horrendous start to this season, has obviously found some new life after being put into the starting lineup. He's averaging nearly 19 points, shooting nearly 46% from 3 in 9 starts compared to just 11 points and 29% shooting from downtown in 17 games off the bench. So what grades are you assigning?
Are we doing letter grades like in school? Ooh, for this top 3. For these guys in particular, all right, I think it's going to be decent because obviously Luka is carrying a lot of the weight as he does. Spencer Dinwiddie has had a fantastic start, even though if you dig into the advanced numbers like we were talking about last night, there are certain things that make it not as illustrious. And once you got Tim Hardaway Jr. starting, he has been carrying his weight. So with all of that, I think I'm willing to give it a B even.
Across the board?
Yeah. Oh, are you grading them individually?
No, we can do both.
Yeah, I thought we were giving this across the board.
Yeah, across the board. So they did individually, but I think across the board it comes out to where you would have it about right. Doncic, they're giving it an A+.
Sure.
Dinwiddie, they're giving it an A-.
Yeah. Luka Doncic is the dude or the young woman or whoever in the group project that immediately is like, all right, so I'm going to assign out what y'all got to do.
Yeah, I'm delegate.
You do the cover page. You do this. I'll do the research project. Boom, and we got it together, right? Like they are the person that is absolutely the all-star of the team.
Dinwiddie A- and Tim Hardaway a B-, which I think is about right for him given how horrendous his start was, but he's been able to come on as of late, being inserted into the starting lineup. So, you know, this is an interesting question from Nate17 real quick. Will Luka Doncic win the scoring title this year?
Isn't he currently neck and neck with Giannis?
Yeah, because right now he's averaging, like I said, 33.1 points per game. I think that is still tops. That is still tops in the league as of now. I just don't know if he's going to be able to sustain all this all season long. I mean, I don't think he has a choice, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I was like, I don't. How does that change?
Yeah,
the offense is built around him.
That's true.
There's also Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who is both of those guys are 2 points behind him in average. Oh my God, he's at 33.1. Shai is at 31.2. Giannis is at 31.1.
SGA averaging over 30 a game.
Yeah, dog.
Oh boy.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
And going back to that ringer list, as I need to pull it back up again for the second time.
He should be top 15 now, I think, right?
He is top 10, brother.
Oh, they got SGA in the top 10 now?
Yeah, man.
Oh, boy. I hope they find a way to start building around him and winning some actual games, because I don't want him to sit out there in Oklahoma City and just, salt away out there, playing the kind of ball he is, because he is a young superstar.
Oh, sorry, 12. They got him 12.
Okay.
My bad.
Still top 15. That's great. What other team would you be interested in terms of their big three?
I want to see where they have the Pelicans.
Oh, okay. Let's go to the New Orleans Pelicans. The Pelicans, their big three is comprised of, who would you like to take a guess who they're comprised of in their big three?
Actual pay. Brandon Ingram will be up there. Zion got his extension, so that's Zion as well. 1, 2, and then CJ.
So it's interesting.
Is BI not in there?
Zion is not in there.
Has his extension not kicked in?
Nope.
Oh man. Okay, so it's BI, CJ McCollum, and who's the other one? Is it like Jonas?
That's right, Jonas Valanciunas.
That's not a bad one, but it's also not who you want for your third best.
No, CJ McCollum's getting paid $33 million this year. Brandon Ingram's making $31 million, while Jonas Valanciunas is making almost $15 million this year. The Pelicans own the NBA's 5th best offense, despite the fact that McCollum
they don't be shooting threes like that either.
That's very true. Shooting a career low 40.5% from the field.
He's become a real true point guard. Did you realize that?
Yeah, which is very interesting because I never saw that in his game. Like he's more of a scoring guard than a pass guard.
Yep.
So for this kind of evolution, especially this late in his career, I mean, he's 31 now. Like for him to start to play that way is very interesting, seeing the evolution and development of what he's become with New Orleans. But it's exactly what they've needed. They've needed someone to take the reins of kind of that true ball handling responsibility there with Ingram and Zion Williamson there. So yeah, that's great for McCollum that he's been able to develop that. But yeah, for their grades, they have a B+ for McCollum, A- for Ingram. Ingram, who is shooting 46.7% from 3 this year, easily a career high. Like that's nuts for Brandon Ingram. Also, it marks the 4th straight season that Ingram's averaging at least 20 points and 4 assists for New Orleans. That's very quiet. He's kind of a quiet star, but that's an interesting note there. And Jonas Valanciunas averaging 14 and 10 this year while shooting 37% from 3. That's not bad for a big guy. Shooting 37% from 3.
Yeah, no, that's just a well put together team. Is there another team that you found interesting in looking through this list?
The Knicks are always funny.
Oh yeah,
their big three based on salary: Jalen Brunson, $27.7 million. Julius Randle at nearly $24 million.
Like Evan Fournier?
Yes, Evan Fournier.
Never Google, by the way. Never Google.
Never Google Evan Fournier. But Brunson, despite the up and down season that the Knicks as a team have had, Brunson's been a pretty good fit there. Like he's a quintessential point guard, which is what the Knicks have lacked for what? 20 years.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
Something like that.
So he's been perfect for them, and you're just hoping that the rest of that for the Knicks gets put together in that way. They give Brunson an A-.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was going to give him.
Julius Randle a B, and guess what they gave Evan Fournier?
Oh, boy, that's got to be like a C-.
How about an F?
Okay, yeah. I was trying to be nice. I was trying to make sure everybody passed. But, yeah.
That little soccer highlight in the background?
I have no idea.
Okay. Joe, you good back there?
It's all good.
Oh, okay.